Just a quick one here about Caoimhin Kelleher. You've been working with him for the last 4 years, and I suppose how's your relationship grown with Caoimhin over the last 4 years at Liverpool?
Is it only the last 4 years? So I don't know exactly when I saw Queef the first time, but it's true. It's quite a journey from when I saw him the first time from the boy I saw the first time to the man he is today. I saw from the first second that he's incredible talent. Then first John Achterberg, then when Jack Robinson joined us, since then as well, the boys are very, very positive. And if you know how a football team works, and you know that the goalies are very often separate. So I don't see them all the time, but I see them in decisive moments. So the development is absolutely top class, and I'm not sure you asked that because I didn't understand everything, but the Alisson Becker is the best goal in the world for me. There are good goalies out there, but this goalie is absolutely insane. But to be 100% honest, for me, Caoimhin Kelleher the best number 2 in the world as well, especially for the way we play. And he had an incredible game. People asked me rightly before the final, like 2 weeks ago or something, if we will give Caoimhin another game to get some rhythm or whatever. And actually, to be 100% honest, it was the first time when I thought about it. Oh, yeah, there's no rhythm. But that's life of a number 2, especially of a young number 2, that you just have to be ready when you are called. And the game he played tonight was absolutely incredible. I'm at least, sorry, so many questions. I'm not 100% sure I have the full story of the whole game, but I can remember at least 2 incredible saves. Probably were more. So he proved that the decision to line him up was absolutely right. And then in a very spectacular penalty shootout, he showed the whole range of his skill set. First and foremost, he's a goalkeeper, so he saved one. But before that, he finished one off with his really skilled feet, and top class.
Dylan, we'll go to Neil Jones and then Zia. Neil first, though.
Hi, Jurgen. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Secondly, I'm sure as a manager you would pick to go through 21, 22 penalties and 120 minutes. But in a way, is it the perfect way for this team to win because everyone contributed? 5 subs, 11 penalty takers, cleared people along the way. Is that a perfect illustration of what this team's about?
Perfect would have been if he could have had more players on the team sheet already, because this is today I had to make a few really tough decisions, and I said the boys in the meeting when all the boys were in, even the boys who were not on the team sheet, I said this here is my squad plus, and now I have to be careful that I don't forget anybody, but plus Tyler Morton, who was not with us because he was here I hope, but not in the hotel because he's slightly injured. Connell, Owen, Harvey from the U18s. Not sure who I missed. All the boys who were here.
Elijah played some minutes as well.
Elijah, exactly, played some minutes as well. Adrian saved our ass in Preston. So it is, the whole journey was absolutely outstanding. So we were lucky a little bit. We had Adrian at Preston. Then we scored the 2 goals. Without Takumi and without Divock, the goals they scored in the competition, we would not be here. And so then we were 3-0 down against Leicester. I think most of the people wrote us up in that moment, so we came back. Wonderful story, penalty shootout, won it. Then we had to change the way, and the home game with Arsenal, 0-0 at home against 10 men. There was nobody really positive about the second leg, and we went there and won in a really nice manner. And now tonight facing Chelsea, come on, there was like two wild lions going for each other. That was absolutely crazy. They started better, we took over and were then better. Second half started again. with two really good moments of Chelsea. We sorted it again, and then in the end, everybody was tired on the pitch, obviously, and then you have to get through it. And then the penalty shootout is one of the most spectacular I ever saw. And yeah, absolutely great to win it like this. This is we call it the People's Cup, but the whole journey was a squad journey, and that's what I love most about it.
Thanks, Neil. We'll go to Zia, and we haven't got too many other hands, but Zia next, and then this might conclude for us. Thanks.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Now, VAR was actually introduced to minimize the errors in football, as you know. But here we are discussing VAR again, because I personally was very confused about that Matip's disallowed goal. Now, how do you feel about that? And how do you feel about the progress we made with the VAR in football based on that decision tonight?
I didn't see it back. So was there any doubt about the goal of Joel? I don't know. So I didn't see it back, so I cannot say anything about that. But obviously VAR is not our favorite subject in a moment since last night. That was obviously a tricky one to understand. But today I have no idea. Didn't see anything back, so cannot say anything about it. But obviously there's still space for improvement. But that's how it is.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zia. And Chris Bascom from The Telegraph. I think this will conclude because everyone looks like they want to go home. Chris.
Yeah.
Hi, Jurgen. You've spoken a lot, and the players have spoken a lot about how they wanted so much more with the trophies. I just wanted to talk generally about the momentum and the feeling that a win like this gives you. There's so much more still to play for this season.
So it's good. Look, we were here and lost the final in a penalty shootout like 6-7 years ago. Afterwards, nobody talks about it. It's like you were twice in Wembley, you lost both finals. It's not that it was the tight game. We were clear better in the second half against Man City at that time. Should have won in the second half, didn't. Then a shootout, we lose 4-1. They finished them. They scored with all, I think, and we missed one. I'm not 100% sure. Don't know it anymore. That's life, of a professional sports person. That's life. That nobody. So now, in 10 years' time, nobody will ask, "How did they win exactly against Chelsea?" Just have to win it. Were we better tonight than that time against City? I'm not sure 100%. But we are more experienced. That's a massive difference. We don't get nervous when things don't go well. We keep really our nerves and stuff like this. We are. How I said, the start of the game was clear better from Chelsea. But all of a sudden, we were really in the game, and then we let them run, and then we were the clear dominant team. I think I'm not sure 100%, but first half was like 63 something possession against Chelsea. That's not that easy. So a lot of good football stuff, obviously, but over 120 minutes, you cannot hold them back and away from your goal. So they had their chances, and obviously. They scored goals more than us, but they all were offside. That's pretty harsh to take for them, I can imagine. But I'm really happy about the effort and all these kind of things. And yes, it's a big one for us because first time for this group, but the 9th time for the club, which is very important as well. Our fans were obviously quite happy about the whole thing tonight. So the game, the atmosphere was outstandingly well. I really loved it. And after the game, it was nice to celebrate with the people after a long time without having any reason to celebrate something or not opportunity to celebrate something. And so I'm really happy about the whole thing.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your patience, and we'll speak to some of you shortly.